Hello, my dear ones. It's Mary Rosette, life coach, spiritual coach, and today I'm back again with a new energy update. Yes, energies are changing very rapidly. We are still being hit by a lot of strong energies, solar flares, and ascension energies, and light codes and much more. Due to so many things are hitting our planet and us being downloaded so many energies and light codes, um, emotions, people's personalities, people's behaviors, like whole planet's behavior is being changed, and many people are completely shocked and they have no idea what's going on. Most of you who are watching me, you're probably either starseeds, way showers, old souls, earthly angels, healers, psychics, and shamans, and whoever came to help this amazing planet to go into 5D. When I say 5D, it's fifth dimensional, okay? I will be using some terminology or short words that we use usually in spiritual community, and I explained many of them, and I explained who star seeds, light workers, and other beings are in my previous videos. Please check them out, and they're all in my YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, like my videos, leave your comments, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I always read all comments. I will answer your question. So let's begin. How is the energy right now in the planet? Energy right now in the planet is very high vibrational and extremely strong. Lionsgate portal 8-8, which happened on August 8th, is still having some kind of effect because lots of energies were sent to our planet, a lot of it from planet Sirius B and other galactic ships and other planets, because the entire universe is helping planet Earth to ascend from third dimensional to fifth dimensional planet. So this is how people, how humanity is feeling these days, okay? So remember, even if you watch my video 1 month from now, 1 year from now, or 5 years from now, this is when you exactly needed to watch it. Why? Because everyone is on in their own ascension journey. 8 billion people will not jump from 3D to 5D, okay? Everyone has different knowledges, everyone has different has to do different healings, and everyone has different karma. Everyone has different ancestral works that they have to complete. That's why every human being is on their own ascension path and on their own ascension journey. That's why you might watch my video like right now in the middle of August 2022. It means you have done a lot of work. It means you are in one of the schedules that probably those people who first will be moving to 5D, okay? But even if you're not, and if you're watching my video 1 month from now, 1 year from now, don't worry. As I said, everyone is on their own journey. Some souls took a huge and difficult mission to help this planet to ascend faster. The more people ascend to 5D, the faster the whole entire planet will move to 5D as well. This is how people are feeling right now. In my prior planetary energy update video, I mentioned that people are feeling very sad, lonely, unloved, unsupported, especially single people, and especially those people who don't have families and who don't have friends. During pandemic, a lot of people stops their friendships with each other, or it was huge amount of divorce in the entire planet and breakups. A lot of families had lots of arguments and stopped talking to each other. Some people were agree with some pandemic stuff that was happening. Some people were disagree with the V and all that stuff. So people got into lots of arguments. So I know many families are not talking to each other. So which means many people are lonely. It's not just you. If you feel you're lonely, you're not alone. Trust me, it's almost half of the planet, if not more. If not more, and I'm not exaggerating. So these are the feelings right now, okay? But this is not a coincidental that people are feeling these feelings right now. Obviously, sadness, loneliness, feeling depressed, feeling unloved, these are all low vibrational feelings. And it's too much of them in this planet. In order for the feeling to leave a human body and eventually to leave the planet, because when a lot of people feel certain feelings, it will be transferred to planet Earth's energy as well. And as I said, these feelings that people are feeling right now are very low vibrational. Before planet Earth can move to 5D, and any person can move to 5D, first they have to clear all their garbage and all lower emotions that were built up in their body and was built up in the planet Earth has to be cleared. How emotion gets cleared? Through prayers, through meditations, through sound healing, crystal healing, or being in nature a lot. Also, just to feel the feeling can be cleared from body as well. Suppressed feelings are not gonna disappear from your body just like that on their own, okay? You either feel them or you do some kind of spiritual work, like as I said, the meditation, or you can find a teacher who can do energy work, any kind of healing therapy. And then when these energies gets cleared from our bodies, it will be cleared from a body of our Mother Earth as well. And the faster we clean ourselves body, faster Mother Earth's body will be clean itself from these lower vibrational emotions. And another emotion that tapped in recently, which is also very low vibrational energy, is anger, irritation, impatience. I noticed it by working with customers myself. I noticed it when I went to the store to buy something. I saw how customers are treating terribly customer service representatives in the stores. When I want to get a service somewhere, like customer service representative being very angry with me for no reason. So anger, obviously, it's a lot of anger suppressed. We have a lot of suppressed anger in us, okay? Not just me, entire humanity. Again, in order for anger to leave our body, we have to feel it, we have to do some meditation, prayers, and it will eventually go, and it will eventually go from the body of our Mother Earth as well. Another thing that's happening right now, people, not everyone, but many people don't want to do their jobs that they were doing for many years. In my prior videos, I mentioned that unfortunately more than 90% or more than 80% of people, I forgot the percentage, you can watch my previous videos, they chose occupations either by influence of their parents, because parents want them to do a certain job. If not, they chose a job that will bring the most money. They went to school, they studied many years, they paid a very high tuition to their school, they got the job, they're working that job, and they hate it. I went to my dentist and I was booked to do filling for 3 of my teeth. And I took like 3 hours off from my work. And because it's a long work, right? I went there, he came, he did one of my teeth, he stood up from his chair and left. And I asked his assistant, did something happen? He was supposed to do 3 of my teeth. He came, he came back and he's like, no, I'm doing 1. That's it, I'm going home, I'm tired for today. He walked away. That's all the explanation he gave. He didn't even say sorry. And I spoke with his assistant and I said that I took 3 hours off my work, unpaid. And this is what he did. And pain on my teeth obviously didn't go away. And I was also sent to do a root canal for another dentist. I barely got an appointment with her office by calling them for more than 1 month, because she's a specialist. It's difficult to get to specialists in the province where we live. Even if it's not covered by our government, for the dentist we have to pay ourselves, or if our insurance company covers through our work, through our employer. And I barely got an appointment with specialists for root canal. I came and she charges a lot, a heck of money, like $300 per hour. She checked my teeth, like, you know what? It's totally fine, you can go. I'm like, it has a pain. And my dentist sent me here with a strong reason, because he thinks it's a root canal. There are x-rays that is showing it. She's like, no, we're not gonna do it, don't worry, it's not really root canal. Let's wait and see a few months, and if it gets worse, pain get worse, call me back, okay? Goodbye. Obviously, pain didn't go away. I went back to her after a few months. The same thing happened. I paid for a consultation, a heck of money. She didn't do the root canal. While I was waiting in the waiting room, I heard conversation with other patients. She's doing the same thing with other people too. Yeah, I don't badmouth anyone, but I can feel the energy when I go for service, if person wants to do his job or her job or not. And based on her energy, she just didn't want to be there at all. I felt the energy of depression. I felt energy of irritation. I felt energy of impatience. To do each root canal teeth, it takes at least 1 to 2 hours, right? 1 hour guaranteed. If it's a lot of roots, it will take more than 1 hour. Obviously, with those kind of energies happening with her, she's just sending clients away, and I wasn't the only one, as I said. I saw other clients too, while I was waiting for the waiting room for a long time. And in my previous videos, I told you the same thing about like optometrist who didn't wanna fix my eyeglasses, and I asked her to order lenses for me. She's like, no, I can totally feel from her energy that she does not want to be there. She doesn't want to do that job. Those are the people who didn't choose their jobs based on what heart desires. When you truly want to do something and the desire comes from your soul or heart, you will do this job happily. I know it's not easy to be happy all the time, but you will see now, this year in 2022, starting from now, a lot of people, when you want to get their service, they don't want to do their job. When humanity moves to 5D, everyone will be doing jobs, only jobs that they want to do. A lot of people chose the jobs, as I mentioned before, because either their family were influential, or they wanted to be in a job which is high paid, or wanted to be in some kind of a cool job, you know, with cool uniforms and stuff like that, to boost their ego maybe, and maybe they wanted to help too, I don't know. But every single person has their own talents, and when people leave all societal programming, when they stop listening to other people, including their friends and family, when they find out what they truly want and they do it, they will do it so happily. And when you come to receive this service, you will feel how much they want to help you. And they will be happy as well, and you will be happy as well to receive their services. And people in 5D, they will not care about prestigious jobs, prestigious schools, and it won't be, choosing a jobs won't be based on the ego. It will be based only on your soul and heart's true desire. And the more people do the jobs they love, the higher will be humanity's vibration, and higher will be vibration of our planet, and faster we will go to 5D. But it is happening. During these last 2 years of pandemic, so many people went and restudied. They either changed their job, they changed their education, or they changed their business. So many people that I know. Or they used to work for someone, they're doing the same job, but they said, you know what, I don't want to be dependent on as another company or million bosses. I will be my own boss. They went and they rented an office space or something like that. Even if it's small, they're like, I'm very happy. I'm my own boss, and I'm really happy that I'm doing it on my own. I'm independent now. That's another thing, that you will see a lot of people changing jobs. You will see a lot of people changing their education. Okay, what else? Another thing with this energy of loneliness, first of all, why people started to feel so lonely, they started missing people from their life, their ex-partners, ex-friends, family members that they no longer talk to. Because, as I mentioned this one in previous video, and I will say it again, we have to close the chapter to the past. we have to forgive each other. Even if we forgave each other, but still strongly love each other, we have to cut the cords. We have to say goodbye because we're moving into a new life, and we have to meet their new people, and those people will be from our soul tribe. When I go outside, almost every single day, I see at least one person who looks like someone from my past. Either my family member, or my ex-partner, or my ex-friends. Even last week I took Uber. I was completely shocked when I saw Uber driver who looks like my ex-partner. And I approached closely and I wanted to see if that's him. I'm like, if that's him, I'm not going with him anywhere. But I saw it's a different name. I'm like, let me approach faster. I'm like, that's you, right? He's like, yes, that's me. When I saw his eyes, I saw that that's not him. But even his accent was almost the same as my ex. Today I also saw another guy who looks like my ex. I see people who look like my aunts and uncles that I grew up with. I see so many people who look like my cousins. I was very close with my cousins. I have 12 of them, and they were all guys, and we were so close. We were like best friends. I felt like they are my real siblings, not my sisters, but they are my real siblings actually. And why I see them, because our relationship was strong. Our relationship was brother and sisterhood, and they loved me a lot. I loved them a lot. Entire our childhood we spent together until very moment when me and my siblings packed our luggage and immigrated to the West, from very childhood. So that much close we were. So I see many people who look like my cousins, and I understand that I have to let them go. We became estranged because we immigrated to the West, and in the beginning we were calling a lot and all that stuff, but when you live in another country for so many years, you will be gradually estranged to your friends or family. So that's if you see people who look like your ex, who look like your ex-friends, who look like family members that you no longer talk, or you might see people who are similar, you can meet them okay? As I said, I met one family member, not someone who looks like him. I actually met a family member that we don't talk to each other for 15 years. And we just spoke with each other, and we kind of told each other what needed to be said. And we said, okay, all is well. I wish you good luck. I wish you happiness. Because nothing terrible happened between us. It was just something with someone else, and that person has pretty crappy, unfortunately, personality, and because of that person we stopped talking to him. But he's also my extended family, so nothing happened. Like he said, let's again hang out, forgive that person, call that person. I'm like, you know what, they're not my type of energy anymore. I don't hang out with abusive people like them. And he's like, okay, if you think so, I understand, goodbye, and that's it. So you may actually meet them to close all the chapters, to forgive each other, or to explain each other what happened between you many years ago. Not necessarily a romantic relationship. It can be your stepfather, your stepmother, it can be your cousin, it can be your neighbor that maybe you had really bad relationship with. It can be anyone. Or if you see similar people like them, people who look like them a lot, you can do meditation on your own. Explains them energetically. You can energetically go into meditation state to be calm. Calls their name and explains them what happened between you that you stopped talking to them. If you have done something bad to them, say sorry. Okay? It's just a energetically. It's a different relationships than physical. Actually, energetic conversation, energetic relationships are stronger than physical. Yes, believe me. And if you know how to do cord cutting, forgive them, or if you done something wrong, ask for the forgiveness from them and cut the energetic cords and move on to the next person. It's not coincidental that you meet your people from past, or it's not coincidental you meet someone who looks like them. It means you have unfinished business. You have to finish the business. Send them, if you do meditation, send them energy of pink love and cut the cords and say farewell. That's it. You will meet new people. So energy will replace them. If it was ex-partner, universe will send you a new ex-partner who is more suitable to your new energy, because a lot of people have changed for last 2 years, as I said. Okay, and not just in spiritual community. A lot of people's eyes has become open in many things. A lot of people's masks fell off. So we all learned a lot of new things. We learned people's true color, true personalities. Yeah, that's why we are meeting people from our past, because of unfinished business. Finish the business and you will meet new people from your new soul tribe. That's it. I know it can be painful, and when I see someone, especially from my past, the person that I loved a lot, I feel really bad. Sometimes like it brings tears to my eyes, but it means our soul contracts has ended. That's why even if I love them, they love me, we're not supposed to be together anymore. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is. Let's say it's my cousin. Our contract is over and that's it. We became estranged, no matter how close you were. Even like when we were like twins, and we were very close. We spent our entire childhood together. Our soul contract has ended. And universe will send me new family. It won't be blood related cousins, obviously it won't be blood related sisters, but maybe they will be friends, but we will be as close as I was close with those cousins, or my family members that still live in my back home. Okay, let's see if I covered anything. So I don't want to make it very long video. It's already over 30 minutes. The thing is, energies are changing very quickly this year, especially starting from July. And I will try to update you as soon as I can when they see energy has changed, or some kind of extra emotions has added, or when I see something new energies and new patterns in people's behavior. new patterns maybe in the nature. I will update you and let you know why it's happening and what is happening. But since my last video, these are the stuff that has added to our energy in this planet. Last time it was only loneliness and sadness and disappointment. So today we have this new stuff that I told you about. So if you are unhappy with your current job, if you do meditation, it's easy to detect during meditation. If you're just religious, you can pray, and after your prayer you can sit quietly. Or if you don't do prayers, meditations, walk in the nature, sit quietly, maybe by a river, and think deeply, calmly. Take few deep breaths in and out, and ask your soul, ask your heart, what job would make you happy? Not what job will make you which will bring you a lot of money, not the job that looks cool and prestigious, but the one that would make you happy. You might be surprised, for example, if you're a lawyer right now, you may hear that you want to be a teacher at school. People's jobs are changing so drastically, you cannot imagine. I see it in my clients, I see it in my circle. My friend who has been working and sitting beside me in financial industry, working with me for so many years, he just walked away and he's like, you know what, I'm moving out of this province and I will be working close to nature. I will be moving close to the mountains, he said. I'm moving to the west side of the country. Obviously his education is finance and business, and he worked with us for so many years. Now he wants to work beside the nature, and his job has nothing to do with financial industry. And he just packed his luggage and left. That's it. Cold turkey. So when you find out about a job that you really want to do, don't be surprised if you move to another city, if you move to another country, if you go back to school and study totally something else. Obviously, before quitting your job, make sure you have enough money to pay your bills and stuff. I'm not financial advisor here. Here I'm a life coach and I'm spiritual coach. I'm not responsible for your finances, so make sure you can take care of your bills and financial wise you are okay before walking away. But this is what my ex-colleague did, okay? So as I said, and those people who change their jobs, and even if it's drastic change and now they're doing something totally, completely something else, they feel much happier. They're so happy and they're like, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. I should have done it long time ago. Long time ago. And I spoke with another Uber driver, and he said he used to be a nurse. And he said, I went there because I wanted to make a lot of money. He said nurses' salaries are high. I don't know how much they make, but he was there doing that job. This is what he told me. And he said he hated the job so much. He was, he's like, I couldn't tolerate anymore being among sick and dying people. and looks like he worked in hospitals and stuff, in emergency rooms. He's like, I was unhappy. I saw so many other nurses being so miserable and unhappy. I couldn't be there anymore, he said. And he quit his job, and he said he's doing right now Uber full time, and he's so happy that like he was smiling, and he was laughing when he was talking to me. I could feel his energy, how happy he is. A lot of people I know who used to also work in financial industry in other company, not where I work, they quit their job. Actually, they used to live here in this giant megapolis city where we live. They bought a house like 4 or 5 hours away from the city. They quit their job, and they started to make money from other things, like they grow their own vegetables. The house is like huge, and it's like cottage. There is always people who wanna rent a cottage, so there is lots of opportunities. They make money maybe out of the cottage. So when I talked to them, those friends said that we are so happy. Obviously, that's a totally different job than they were doing in financial industry. They said, yeah, I enjoyed so much, like meeting new people when we rent some of our property, growing their own vegetables and fruits. And they said their children also very happy. They don't have to send them to kindergarten every day. They are with them, playing in a huge yard with their dogs. So sometimes we don't even know what kind of job or what kind of city can make us happy. Also, another thing that since 2020, people are relocating a lot. They're changing city, they're changing states, provinces, changing even countries. So think about that and feel your heart, your soul. Again, do meditation, and try to see if you are happy, not just with your current job, but in your current city where you live, in a current state, province, or country where you live. If you have traveled a lot in the world, and I hope you did get a chance before 2020 like I did. It's very hard to travel now with all airports being super packed. And which country's energy, which country's culture did you like the most? And before completely packing your stuff, maybe you want to go and live there again for a couple of weeks and see how you feel. If you're feeling absolutely happy, you love your city and everything is great, you won't even bother with this meditation. Those people who are checking right now, if they're living in the right place physically, these are the people who feel unhappy and feel very depressed and stressed in their current place. They say it's either overpacked, like traffic is horrible, lineups in the stores and banks and everywhere is horrible. So in this case, if you feel unhappy, do this meditation. Try to see which place suits you the most, and see if it's compatible for you to, maybe if you work from home, to move there. If it's within the same country, obviously it's easier. If it's out, if it's some other countries, check to see if it will be suitable for you. And again, before selling everything, before packing your last luggage, try to live and see and if you like it or not. I'm immigrant myself in this country, but I live here for many years, and I didn't even come to live here a couple of weeks. Actually, I just packed my luggage. I didn't even take everything I needed. Now I regret that. Oh, I didn't take this picture, I didn't take that picture. Our property is gone already. I never went back there. So I just packed my luggage and I came here. That's it. Sometimes when you see that you're in a wrong place or among wrong people, and if you choose to immigrate somewhere, if you strongly believe that place is for you, actually I don't recommend, but this is what I did. You would just pack your stuff and go there. And I moved not just to another country, I moved to another continent, really, really far from my back home. Yeah. You might be asking if I regret or not. I will be truly honest. Sometimes for last 2 years I started to think what kind of life I would have if I would still be there. But when I called some of my extended family, as I said, most of our family is still there. I saw the life and I thought that no, maybe it's good that I'm here. They have better weather and it's a different culture. People are not rushing like crazy. It's not overpacked, not a terrible traffic, but there are other more important things in this life than traffic or overpacked cities. So before making your choice, think very carefully. Okay? And I am a starseed, I'm empath. When I was 9 years old, I had a vision that I am living in North America in a house. But back then, they didn't show me which country of North America it would be. And after 2 or 3 years, my mom decided to immigrate to North America, and shortly after, she sponsored us. Back then, when I saw this vision, no one from our family or my mom had any intentions to immigrate to another country, especially to another continent. So sometimes our strong visions like this may come to us during these days. People started to see it actually. They see a certain country in their dreams, or it comes as a visualization. Or when you watch a movie, you may very get strong positive emotions about a certain country if that movie if it was taken in that country. So pay attention, because my vision, as I said, I was 9 years old. No one back then from my family had any plans to immigrate anywhere. And only shortly after a few years, that was my mom's decision. And here I am. Okay? Yeah, I'm definitely better off in here. I will tell you more about my story, or I'm writing a book now. A lot of my biography will be there, even though if it's a self-help book. And this book is about how to spot and protect yourself from abusive people. But I will be writing a lot about my biography now there in the book, and it's in progress. So I don't take a lot of time right now of why, what was the reason we immigrated so far away from our country. But yeah, hopefully it will be an interesting book. When I publish it, I will let you know. I love you a lot. This is it today with energy. I covered a lot of things, and if you think this video may help someone, please share.